Hey guys, my name is Roger Hernandez. I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in to my first video on YouTube with Big Guy Fishing. I am letting in here on Goodfellow Air Force Base Rec Camp, which is on Lake Nasworthy in San Angelo, Texas. San Angelo is in West Texas. Again, this is my first YouTube video for my fishing channel. So I'm going to show you all my first boat launch, and then it turns out my actual first on video fish catch. As you can see, I'm letting in solo here. I've got probably about 20 to 30 boat launches under my boat. Probably 15 to 20 of those would be solo. I go fishing with my brother a lot, and he helps me whenever we go together, but obviously I'm here by myself. I'm using the rope method where you let it in. The boat launches off of the trailer, you grab the rope, and then you beach it. And I'm going to be beaching it on the ramp, and I'll give you a little bit of commentary as we go along. So a few weeks ago, as I'm doing this same type of launch, I had a very thin rope. It was about 100 feet rope, and it was very thin. I don't have a lot of experience, as I've already said, and as I'm going back to launch the boat, I hit the brakes, and I don't know whether I was nervous because there was a couple of game wardens happened to be coming into the marina at the same time that I'm launching, but the boat sort of goes back pretty quick off of the trailer, and as I had it secured to both my truck and to the boat, and as the rope gets tense, it snaps, and my boat ended up in the middle of the marina, which you'll see here in a minute. But the game wardens kindly came over, let me step onto their boat, and then they gave me a ride out to my boat, and I took it out. So if you're going to use the rope launch method, make sure you have a rope that can handle the tensile strength of your boat's weight. And then a couple of tips here. If you're going to beach onto a ramp, make sure you're courteous to other boat operators that are wanting a launch if there's a line. If there's a line, make sure you try to get on your boat and go secure it as fast as possible. Make sure you have a keel guard if you're going to beach it onto concrete or rocks. And then also, as you'll see here when I'm about to pull out, as you're pulling out, your trailer is going to displace a lot of water right next to your boat. I wouldn't want you to pull out pretty quick and then your boat get all wonky and end up back in the middle of the marina, or in this case it could slam over into the concrete bank right there on your right. So make sure you're pulling out a little bit slow, that way your boat doesn't get displaced. This is the video, it's on hyper speed, so it looks like I pulled out very fast, but it was actually pretty slow. I normally just climb onto the front of my boat. I'll use my trolling motor to go into the boat slots over there on your right, and then I'll make sure everything's situated. I'll prime my engine and start my boat. In this case, I decided to go ahead and fish a little bit from the bank. A couple of weeks before, a week before, over to your left, if you saw the duckweed there, I caught a 4.5 pounder just throwing in there, so I thought I'd just toss it around a little bit. So as I'm tossing it around, you're going to see here in a second, and I wanted to take a few seconds to explain it. There's some red stains all over my fishing shirt. That's a big red. One of my grandkids spilled it on my shirt, and I've never been able to get it out since. But you're going to see here, after I cut to the next scene, my actual first on-camera hook, and then the fish kindly jumps off my line, and I got that on video. So it's not actually my first video catch, but right after that is my catch. So I'm going to go ahead and let the camera take over about now. It's crazy how far I can throw that jerk bait on that Shimano SLX. There you go, right in there. I got one. He was waiting there, right where he should have been. Yeah, he's there. Oh, came off. Oh, man. Let me look at that. Nope. That was user error, of course. Right where he was. Seeing, that's the problem, is that take it lightheartedly, start trying to show off instead of getting them out of the water, and that's what happens. You lose them, and then that bite is gone. You're not going to get 100 bites a day. You may, but not likely. That fish was right where it was supposed to be. Just dog it. See that one fish? I missed him. Playing around. I did that in a tournament a few months back. Tried to be slick, boat flipping. Oh, there's a good one. Might be the same fish. Feels a little heavier. Oh. Get him off this rope. Yeah, I think I left my thing in the truck, but there you go. There's a fish. First fish catch on camera, and he's gone. He took off. So I don't know if you could tell there, I was a little bit out of breath. The fish, when I was reeling him in, he got caught up in the marina rope. It's a pretty thick rope, and my hook went through the rope, and the fish's lip was pinned between the hook and the rope, and there was no way for me to get him off. I ran back to my boat, got both pair of pliers, thought I could pull it free, but I couldn't. Then I had to run back again, grab my knife, and then I cut him free. So as we cut here, I left the marina, came over to the little islands right before the main boat marina entrance, and I threw around the spinnerbait. It's a mini spinner by Strike King. I don't like bigger spinners. I've only fished a couple of spinner a couple of times before, and they were the large ones. I don't like them. I don't like spinners, but I told myself I was going to commit to fishing a spinner this day, so I pulled out this little one. I like a smaller presentation. I think it's a Zoom Fat Albert grub, both white, and I think the spinner had a little bit of chartreuse on it. But I caught 2 fish that day on this spinner. Only one of them was on camera. I used to think all the time watching these YouTubers, you know, why are you cutting to a boat, a fish catch, or, you know, why do you say that you didn't get one of the catches on video? Well, as it turns out, it's a little bit harder than what you see on camera. Your battery goes out, there's some kind of malfunction or whatever, or, you know, the data's just corrupt, but I got a little bit of that. But as you can see there, I don't like the way that spinner doesn't have a keeper. And I didn't have any super glue yet. Now I went out and bought some super glue to keep that trailer in place. And I wanted to ask y'all a question on this. Do y'all fish a trailer on a spinner, or do you just maybe use a second hook, a trailer hook? I just don't like the way it looked without a trailer, so I put it on there. But again, this spinner didn't really have a keeper, so I went ahead and just kept fiddling with it all day. And again, I did catch 2 fish, and then I switched to a second trailer. Looked more like it was actually a smaller rage tail, and I didn't catch anything the rest of the day. So I should have just kept that Fat Albert grub on it, even though it kept sliding off, or just put a new one on it. But I'm going to go ahead and jump to that fish catch about now. Do y'all throw it with or without, or both? I think I had one on. I think I pulled him loose. Nope, he's on. But about to set. There you go. Got it. Alright, guys. Another little one. But it's a fish. On the spinnerbait again. Stick me. Oh, please. Alright, guys, there you go. less than a pound, but it's fun. I like spinners. Cool. Be free. So that was it for the day. That was my last fish catch. I only caught 3 fish that day. Decided to head back in. But I did film a little bit of an outro video, tell you a little bit about myself. I'm going to go ahead and let that video take over right about now. Alright guys, this is obviously my first YouTube video. I don't know if I'll release it right away or if I'll build up a collection and see what I can make out of it. But mainly today I just fished the spinnerbait. My first one, I fished a jerk bait, both a hard and a soft jerk bait in the marina to see if I could get anything. Then I switched over to a what is it? Get it out. Numbers. It's the Largo shad, Storm Largo shad, sexy shad. Thankfully, I have one left. This is what I caught that one on. I don't know if the video caught it, but I got caught up in the rope there in the marina. Then I jumped on the boat and decided to head over to the other side of the lake, and I stopped in an area I'd never fished before. Fished around an island with a spinnerbait and caught two or three, I think, and never caught anything on a spinnerbait before. That was the first time ever. But this is my fishing channel, Big Guy Fishing. I'm based out of San Angelo, Texas. Like I said earlier, I don't know if it'll be included in the first part of the video, but I'm on Lake Nasworthy. We also have Twin Buttes Reservoir, O.C. Fisher Lake, and then about 40 miles east of us we have O.H. Ivy. That's the big name lake around here where they're catching all the big ones. Just trying to get used to this camera. Anyway, I'm gonna retie on some stuff. I broke off. I was fishing in the marina over there. There's definitely a blooper over there. I dropped my rod in the water. I went to go set hooks, had a bite, went to set it, slipped out of my hands, fell in the water, had to reach down real quick and grab it. It's pretty, I think it's on video. I don't think it'll be in this one, but whenever I have a blooper video, that's definitely gonna be the big blooper. Anyway, almost lost it, but I didn't. So this is me. It's what my channel is going to be about, mostly fishing, almost all fishing. I'll do an about me later on, but for now this is it. So I'll catch y'all later. Thank you.